In this Path of Exile crafting video, I'm going to cover how to craft the bow for the new and very broken Totem Explode Poison build. This bow is roughly 7 to 8 divines to craft, and the best part about this craft, apart from the increased chaos damage roll in the alteration spam stage, there's no RNG involved. There's one caveat however. This craft assumes you already have your base bow. Your base bow must be an eye level 78 plus Mariketh bow, and it should already be 6-linked. I want to mention, crafting your own base is possible, but I'll be covering this in another video because it's kind of a long and tedious process. Now, assuming you have your base, let's get started. The first step is adding Hunter Influence to your bow. This is done with a Hunter's Exalted Orb on a rare bow. The next step is the alting phase. We're going to alt until we have T1 Poison deal damage faster, or T1 damage over time multiplier. It's entirely up to you whether you want poisons deal damage faster or damage over time multi. Poisons deal damage faster will result in better feeling clear, while damage over time multi will increase the dot damage. So with that being said, this build easily reaches the damage cap of 35.7 million dot DPS, and as such, I believe T1 poisons deal damage faster is the optimal affix for our bow. Step 3. After alting your bow and hitting either the T1 poisons deal damage faster or damage over time multiplier, and they are isolated by themselves with no other mods, Regal the bow. This should result in 2 mods on the bow, and now you can annul the other mod off and keep your main mod. If you miss the annul, scour the bow and alt until you have the same mod, and repeat step 2 and 3 until you isolate the mod. Once you've annulled off the unwanted mod, and isolated the T1 poisons deal damage faster or the damage over time multi, you're pretty much done with all the RNG required for this craft. The rest of this craft is pretty much guaranteed. Now step 4, multimod and add cannot roll attacks. This is 2 divines for the multimod and 1 divine for the cannot roll attacks. This will allow us to exalt the bow twice, and we're guaranteed to hit 2 mods, plus 1 socketed gems, and increase chaos damage over time. Now remove the multimod and the cannot roll attack modifiers, and now multimod again. What you craft here is entirely up to you. If you're purely trying to resell, craft +2 supports in chaos.multi. However, if you're using it, I personally don't think the chaos dot is needed, and instead you can craft trap throwing speed for quality of life. Regardless of what you do, the bow is done, and you can now either resell it, or you can use it in your build. So the total cost of the bow, not accounting for the base bow cost, is as follows. 1.5 divines for the Hunter Exalted Orb, 800 alts on average, 2 regals, 2 annulment orbs, 2 divines for the first multimod, 1 divine for the cannot roll attack mods, 2 exalted orbs, 1 scour to remove the crafts, 2 divines for the second multimod, 2 exalted orbs for the +2 supported skills, 4 chaos for the chaos damage over time multiplier. So this brings our total cost up to 1,463 chaos, or 7.3 divines. This is, of course, assuming 2 things. First, you had bad alt luck and bad annulment luck. Second, you spent 1.5 divines for your Hunter's Exalted Orb, which is the most expensive way of adding Hunter to your bow. You can save around 200 chaos with another method, such as using Awaken Orbs. I'm not going to cover the exact method in this video, but in my next video I will cover how to craft the Mariketh bow with Totem Explodey, 6-linked, and Hunter Influenced. So, by saving 200 chaos, and by saving around 40 chaos with alts, this brings our total up to 1,223 chaos, or a wee bit over 6 divines. As I mentioned earlier, I'm going to do another video, and I'm going to cover the base bow for this craft. It's pretty complicated, and there's a lot of RNG, and a lot can go wrong, but you do save a lot of money, and by making your own base, you're able to split it, and therefore cut down the cost significantly. Thank you for watching my first narrated video. I've done a few videos in the past, and I've edited for other content creators, but I've never really put in the work to narrate my own videos. Consider this to be the start, and I plan on doing more PoE crafting videos, as well as Elden Ring data mining guides in the near future. I had a lot of fun making this short little guide. By the way, feel free to give me any constructive feedback on the formatting, editing, narration, and other things that can help me improve my videos in the future. Thanks everyone. Take care.